Generation Z have been named everything from the TikTok generation to the loneliest generation. But the truth is, they're a lot more complex than any easy label can capture them. Just imagine a generation born between the late 90s and 2012 is a mix of high schoolers figuring out life and young workers stepping into their prime career years. They follow trends. They prioritize material things over experiences, and they are far more likely to scroll and shop on their phones than look in store. They are spending like there's no tomorrow, spending more than ever, yet savings are at an all-time low. Why? Because they are falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation without even realizing it. And since no one taught us about financial planning in school, or no one discussed money at home, they are making expensive mistakes. Let's fix that. Meet Jane, 24 years old. Fresh out of college, she lands her first remote marketing job earning $55,000. She's smart, creative, ambitious, and like most of her peers, deeply online. Her Instagram is curated with aesthetic cafes, skincare hauls, morning routines, Kindle reads. Her feed is filled with influencers her age living their soft life, travel, tech, tattoos. The pressure is invisible, but constant, so she upgrades. New luxurious phone, new house, monthly subscriptions, weekend brunches, fortnight trips. At first, she tells herself, "I deserve this. I worked hard for this." But 6 months in, things shift. Her credit card is maxed out. EMIs are eating 40% of her income. She's dipping into her savings for basic groceries. Still, she posts. Still, she smiles. Because admitting you're broke in real life feels worse than pretending online. One day her rent bounces, her internet gets cut off, and it hits her. She built a life that looks good, but costs her peace, and she sees a dark future ahead. Lifestyle inflation is when your spending grows as your income does. But instead of saving, investing the extra money, you upgrade your lifestyle to match or exceed your paycheck. According to CNBC's International Your Money Financial Security Survey, conducted by SurveyMonkey, which questioned 4,342 adults globally, only 36.5% of adults feel like they're doing better than their parents financially, while 42.8% think they're actually worse off than their parents. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest threats to Gen Z's financial health. While salaries may rise, so do expenses, often at an even faster pace. The desire for a better lifestyle, fueled by social media and societal expectations, leads to consistent upgrades in housing, gadgets, dining, and travel. For them, the problem isn't just inflation in the economy, it's lifestyle inflation. This needs to keep up with trends, and peers can quickly outpace income, leading to financial instability. Every generation faces its own economic hurdles, but for Gen Z, the abundance of choices is the defining challenge. This generation isn't battling scarcity or economic downturns as much as they are navigating an overwhelming surplus of influences and opportunities. Apps, influencers, and trends constantly tell them what they need to buy, what to wear, or what to experience to be happy. The result? A generation struggling to define its own financial priorities in the face of external pressures. Unlike their parents, who often lived by the save first, spend later rule, Gen Z is immersed in a culture that promotes instant gratification. Gen Z is increasingly exposed to lifestyle inflation, a pattern where rising income leads to even faster rising expenses due to a combination of digital influences, new spending habits, and societal pressures. Digital consumerism and influencer culture. Gen Z grew up in a world saturated with personalized ads and influencer-driven content. Social media blurs the line between authentic content and advertising, making it easy for Gen Z to feel pressured to keep up with trends and the lifestyles of online personalities. Influencers often showcase aspirational living, encouraging habitual consumerism and frequent upgrades in gadgets, fashion, and experiences. Frictionless spending, the rise of instant payment methods like UPI and Buy Now, Pay Later. BNPL schemes has made spending almost effortless. Gen Z can make purchases with a few taps, often not fully registering the financial impact until bills arrive. Buy Now, Pay Later, in particular, normalizes debt and encourages lifestyle upgrades without considering long-term consequences, leading to cycles of debt and unchecked spending. Coping with stress. Through doom spending, economic uncertainty and inflation have led many Gen Zers to engage in doom spending. shopping for instant gratification as a way to cope with stress. While this provides temporary comfort, it often results in higher credit card debt and anxiety when bills are due. Societal expectations and lifestyle upgrades. As Gen Z's income grows, so does the desire to upgrade their lifestyle. Better housing, more travel, and the latest tech. This is often fueled by the need to keep up with peers and social media trends. Unfortunately, expenses can outpace income, undermining savings and long-term financial stability. The dangerous side. No emergency fund? 50% of Gen Z can't cover a $200 emergency. Debt spiral. Buy now, pay later turns into long-term debt. Delayed financial freedom. Every dollar spent on luxuries today is $50 lost from your future wealth. Recognize the triggers. Gen Z must become aware of what drives their spending habits, whether it's emotional triggers, societal pressures, or convenience. Prioritize financial literacy. Understanding money, how to save, invest, and budget is critical. Gen Z needs to equip themselves with the tools to make informed decisions. There are practical strategies Gen Z can adopt to break the cycle and build lasting financial security. Set clear financial goals. Define what financial success means to you, whether it's early retirement, home ownership, or travel. Grounding your spending in personal values helps resist unnecessary upgrades. Make and stick to a budget. Track your expenses and set limits for discretionary spending. Use budgeting tools or the 50-30-20 rule. 50% essentials, 30% discretionary, 20% savings, investments to stay accountable. Practice mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it truly adds value or is just a fleeting want. Delay gratification and avoid impulse buys by waiting a day or two before committing. Prioritize debt repayment. Focus on paying down debt before increasing discretionary spending. This not only frees up future income, but also reduces financial stress. Automate savings and investments. Set up automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts so that you pay yourself first. Treat savings as a non-negotiable expense. Build an emergency fund. Aim for 6 to 12 months of living expenses in an easily accessible account to buffer against unexpected costs. Resist unnecessary upgrades. Question whether lifestyle upgrades, like a new car or phone, are truly necessary or if your current choices suffice. Practice lifestyle lagging by delaying major upgrades even after a raise, allowing your savings to grow first. Prioritize experiences over things. Studies show that spending on experiences leads to longer-lasting happiness than material possessions. Focus on meaningful activities rather than frequent expensive purchases. By staying aware of these psychological and societal traps, Gen Z can avoid lifestyle inflation and lay the groundwork for long-term financial freedom. Learn what school never taught. You're already doing that, watching videos like this. But take it further. Read, listen, apply. Watch this video on our channel. 17 Tiny Steps That Makes You Rich. A conscious effort to live below one's means can help to break free from the cycle of overspending. And you should define your version of success and happiness, resisting the temptation to chase trends or lifestyles that don't align with your values. Schools didn't teach this. Your parents might not have either, but now you know, so act on it. Which of these traps have you fallen into? Subscribe us and comment below. Let's keep the money conversation going. Till now, keep growing your money. Meet you in next video.